let me ask you the next question. You know, a lot of folks in the real estate investment space, people who are out there selling how-tos, and really there's a lot of reputational stuff too. People are like, oh no, don't buy in the city of Chicago, it's terrible, all the landlord rules are against you, the city's against you, it's a bad idea to buy in the city, you should be looking elsewhere. There are people who are like, I wouldn't even buy in Illinois, I would go look in Indiana. How do you guys make these 4 zip codes and some of the more stringent rules and regulations around landlording work for you in the multifamily space in these 4 city proper zip codes?
Do you want to answer?
Sure. I think the best thing is to answer that in regards to every investment property that we have is that I like to look at it in regards to the management space is treating everybody for the first time and educating the tenant. If you don't educate your tenant and you don't build a good relationship with them, you're going to have a lot of issues. So over the course of years, because even though like we started mainly in 2012, but we had been investing beforehand. And we did start off very slowly. My whole thing is I hear a lot of people in the real estate space. I've been doing this for 20 years. I've been doing this for 15 years. Don't tell me anything. I know what I'm doing. For me, that just shows me that somebody is stagnant. They're not ready to grow. They're not going to evolve. Great. My technique is just that every experience that I've gone through from the beginning, which has been a lot, I can write a whole book about it, is what did this teach me? What do I need to add to my lease? What do I need to add to my process so that I stop experiencing this difficulty? So my lease went from like 3 pages initially, like the one that you get at Staples, right? And right. Office Max, I got that one. To now that I create my own lease, I go with my attorney. I have everything from troubleshooting problems, frequently asked questions. I give them an idea of like right now with the frigid temperatures in Illinois, like what is it that they should be doing? If their heater goes off, how should they be handling that? How should they troubleshoot it? I'm very explanatory with my tenant because there's an assumption that the tenant's going to take care of this property as an owner. They're not. They don't have a clue. And how many times has you heard, I've experienced this, I've gone through this, nobody helped me, nobody taught me, I didn't know. So if you're listening to the feedback that you get from people and you don't change and evolve and change your process to teach your tenant how to talk to you, how to deliver things, you're not explaining them how to handle things. What are the expectations? You're not introducing the relationship how you want it to be. Mm-hmm. You know, there's that assumption of just like, oh, well, everybody should know how to live clean. No, they don't. They don't know what the difference between a sink plunger and a toilet plunger is. I mean, realistically, people don't know. They don't know when to check for hair. They don't know when to check for a filter. They don't know how long they should do a battery, check their batteries on their smoke detectors. They don't know that they should have these basic things. So if you're not educating your tenant, you're actually failing yourself. And a lot of people don't like to take that responsibility.
That is so smart. Communication is the key to everything. Me and Dylan talk about that all the time.
Absolutely.
Between our clients, between attorneys, between home inspectors, but what you just explained is ingenious because I bet there's very few landlords out there and investors out there that include those type of things in their lease. So you're setting the stage, like you said, as to how to communicate, what's important. And I just think that is a fabulous idea. So let me ask you, with all of that in your lease, how long is your lease? Because if you go to a car lease, it's 3 pages, right?
Realistically, it's 32 pages.
No, really? Now, what kind of reaction do you get on that when you?
Well, we set the expectation from the first time that as soon as they're interested in moving forward with an application, and we're going to do that process as well as doing a background check. We let them know that if we were to move forward, these are the expectation as well. Like, this is the stuff that we need from you. This is why we need this for you. And then in regards to signing a lease, they must be in person, if not via